If your goal for 2020 was to get back to the gym, it might be time to check in with yourself and make sure that you're still on track.
We want to help you get the most out of that workout. So we have the Valley Today's Abby Furchner at Quartz Plus this morning with ways we can do just that. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan and Lisa. I feel like I'm learning so much this morning, and that's why I'm also here with Paula Como at Quartz Plus, your personal trainer here. But for those who are flying solo when they come to the gym, they don't have a personal trainer, how can they check in with themselves to make sure that they're reaching their goals that they might have set?
So I always recommend, one, the scale is kind of the common thing that you hear about, like, oh, I'm checking my weight. But a lot of times we don't necessarily see big changes in the scale right away, but we will see changes in our measurements. And so either taking measurements, and you can find good guides online of where you should measure and what you should look at, but also finding like a pair of jeans or a top, something that fits and you know how it fits. Maybe it's not fitting quite correctly, and then use that to track. So something that's less stressful than getting on the scale and then worrying about like, oh, how much did I eat?
Right.
And those sorts of things. We want to make sure that we're doing things that make us feel good, because when we put our pants on and they feel looser, that's going to be a positive reinforcement, more so than looking down at the scale and saying, oh, I've only lost 1 pound. Well, 1 pound could translate to an inch or an inch and a half in some cases, and that's far more positive than motivating.
I want to talk too about when it comes to going to the gym. Should you use weights all the time? Should you use cardio? Should you use a mix of both? What's your advice on that?
I recommend a mix of both. Weights are always going to be really critical, especially for our aging populations. Like, it's going to help keep your bone density high. It's going to help prevent breaks and fractures as we age. But cardio is also important because that's what's going to help mobilize some of those extra fat stores we may have after the holidays and whatnot. And it's going to keep it's just going to help us trim down a little bit so those jeans do fit a little bit better.
So important to do a mix of both. I think that is one key thing I'm taking away from this, to make sure you're getting both on the scale. But we'll talk a little bit more on how you can get back into the gym in just a few minutes.
Abby Furchner reporting live for us this morning. Thank you.
Still to come here.